Hey folks.
Hello, everyone. Last time we finished the permission Cubit, but we found out that when the user goes to the background and changes their permission, either from granted to disabled or vice versa, when they come back to the app, there is no way we can understand this because in the permissions, we have a stream which gives us the changes of location services permission, but we don't have a stream similarly for the actual location permission. And in this video, we are going to solve this. Erkan, what do we need here? What do we need to implement?
So yeah, exactly the way you explained. Uh, we don't have a way to listen to the changes for location permissions, so we need to do something else to achieve this functionality. Otherwise, like as let's think that the user has already shared the permission, the user can take the app to the background and open app settings and play with the permissions there. And when the user comes back, like we will have no way to understand if this user changed their permission state or not. Depending on this change, we may not be able to access to the location, or maybe the user granted the permission in the settings, but in the UI we will not know that in the app. So to achieve this functionality, we need to add something else to our business logic side. We are going to utilize app life cycles. So in the scope of this video, we will build a new qubit called ApplicationLifeCycleCubit. I think in this qubit, we need to know if the user is in the foreground or in the background. I think as for the app lifecycle states, there is more than that, right, Aytunç? I think there is 4 or 5 different app lifecycle
Inactive,
states. Yeah,
yeah,
detached,
active,
inactive, maybe.
detached, exactly.
But for the scope of this feature, I think if we only know if the user is in the foreground or in the background, that's enough for us. So let's jump into the code and think of the ways we can implement this using cursor.
Let's go to the code screen.
Yes. So this is the last thing we implemented. I'm going
Erkan,
to
can you
yes.
can you close the terminal?
Give more space. Okay.
Yep.
So now I'm going to create a new folder under application, a new qubit actually. I will call it app life cycle.
Can Cursor create these files for us also?
It can, but it's already creates us a boilerplate, and on that boilerplate, we can just write prompts. I haven't tried writing all of them with cursor, but there's no reason that it cannot create either, so it doesn't matter. App life cycle. So it currently has simply nothing.
Wait, Erkan, I have a question. Where did these files come from?
It's we have an extension. I don't know it's which one.
Eh,
Uh, that is
Did we
the
create?
yes.
Did we create these in the previous video, or are these from like a long time ago from the old
N-
version?
No. These folders come from nowhere because I pressed click and pressed new qubit, and it automatically created these folders and
Oh,
files.
it's from the blocks.
I guess from
What's the
there,
name?
yeah. Block
I see. I see.
extension,
Okay. Okay.
the
Okay.
VS Code extension.
Yeah. So we should clear these, right, and do it from scratch, or
Yeah, so now we have a baseline. Now I'm opening cursor chat. Now I will say, I want to keep app life cycle states. I need to know if the app is uh, resumed. Resumed means is in foreground, uh, or not resumed. We can represent this as maybe uh, background. We can name it the way we want. Uh, if before, okay, let's just say this and get some initial state, and we can build on this. Okay, it gave us something. I will press apply. So it gave us two distinct states, resumed and background. Now, I think this is some state that we can use, right, Aytunç?
Yes, definitely. I was thinking about the default state. Can we rely on the stream to set the default state, like
I
in
think
the
it won't
beginning of that?
have a default state as resumed, and maybe this time we should add some getter like is resumed, and yeah, I think having a is resumed getter would be useful rather than like uh, using these uh, constructors. Like, it's convenient. You will
Or
understand when we use them.
so do you want to represent all of the possible states, actual app lifecycle states here,
No,
and then no?
I think
Oh, okay,
this is our like state. In our state, we don't have to represent all of them. We will do the mapping somewhere else.
okay, okay. In the Cubit, yes.
Yes. Uh, have a getter is resumed. Okay. It added these for free syntax, and it created us a getter called is
Perfect.
resumed, which is more convenient. And our initial state is resumed. Now we can use it in our qubit. Before we do anything, maybe we should run build runner. Just we'll check something. I think we should use the same format here. Yes. Now, okay. Okay, it's finished. I think we have some issues in for permission service, but we can solve it later on. Let's not distract ourselves. We have the code generated for priest. Okay. I think we don't have a constructor here. It gave us uh something static. Isn't it better if we have a initial constructor?
Or a factory one, yes.
Mm, it will understand. instead of a static const. Oh, it's misunderstood. Have a uh, maybe we don't need it because we can do something like this. I will just go more simple and I will just write resumed here, which is our initial state anyways. Okay, now we have what we need. And now we need to use app life cycles here. I open cursor, um, use app life cycle and map them to the states. I don't know
Would
what
be a-
it will do.
I will be amazed if it understands this because our qubit's name is app lifecycle. If
Yes,
it will understand, wow,
I
it actually
press
understood
apply.
it was coming from Flutter.
Uh,
Wait, but
I think
this is just a void function, yeah, just for mapping. So I didn't put the listener.
okay. Yes, it still misses one thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Instead of it tried to do this in the UI, and
yeah,
I don't remember very well. D- Do we have a chance to use app lifecycle events in Qubit, like without having access to the context?
actually we do. Let's just ask for it. Uh, I will actually say do all the logic in the qubit. I don't know what it will do. It
Okay,
actually did.
it added the mixin to the Qubit, and
Yes.
it overrided the method. Perfect. No reason to block the UI code.
I mean, you actually saw it, right? I didn't give very specific thing. It actually understood it. I wrote it as if I am writing to a friend. So, but it actually understood it. Okay, so it uses this widget binding observer mixin, and in the constructor, it adds an observer, and when this qubit is closed, it is removed. This is how we should implement. But there is one issue: the actual app life cycles have resumed, inactive, paused, detached, hidden, like a lot of states. But we actually have only two states, which are resumed and background.
Hakan, before
Yes.
that, our state name is app lifecycle state. What's the name coming from actual Flutter about app
Just pure
lifecycle?
luck. This C is not capitalized here. Maybe we didn't have the best naming
Oh, okay.
here.
Can we
But
do that refactor using cursor?
yes, what do you want to do?
I want to change our state name, our qubit state name, uh,
Maybe
or even maybe
application,
the qubit name.
maybe
Yes, yes,
application
something like that.
lifecycle.
Exactly.
Okay, refactor our qubit
And state.
and state names instead of app lifecycle qubit. Use okay.
Same for state.
Yes. Let's see. I press apply. It did some renaming. I need to goes here and do the same changes. And I think we will need one more code generation after this, as our class names have changed. It's generating the code. Okay, our code is generated. I think now we are good to go. Okay, now let's solve this issue here. I will select this code here and press Command L. I started a new discussion here with cursor. Now I will say if the state is not resumed, map it to
Background.
yes, background. Let's see how it will do it. Press apply. Accept all the changes. And yes. I think this is what we want to do, right, Aytunç?
Yes, yes. Looks really good. We are closing the observer. We are not listening to it when the Cubit is closed. And we do the correct mappings. And we even have a getter on the state to be used by UI. It seems full to me. And this application lifecycle Cubit not only can be used by permission Cubit, which we will do next, but it can be used from anywhere in the app for other features and other Cubits.
Exactly.
Right?
It's something that you can listen from anywhere. It's not something feature specific. If you have a big app, you can probably use this in multiple features. So it
Yeah.
doesn't contain information about any feature. It just keeps application lifecycle state right now.
And one interesting thing is in the next video, you will show how we will do block-to-block communication in a sense.
Exactly. So previously we did this permission Cubit. Here, as you see, where is it? We listen to location services status changes from a stream, but we don't do the same thing for permission. Now we will use this app lifecycles Cubit in the next video and have the same functionality for permissions as well in the upcoming video. I think for the scope of this video, that's enough.
I agree.
What do you think?
I agree.
Perfect then. Then I think we can wrap up this video and we can meet in the next one.
Please subscribe and comment, and whatever you think it can be improved, write into your comments, your critiques or anything that you can think of. Let us know, and we will change them.
Do whatever Aytunç wants. Bye bye.